Hey mechanics friends, I hope you were able to get the stress versus strain plots for all the materials we tested in this particular lab. And now I want to just outline how you can pull all that data into one plot. So we want to make some comparisons between different tests, different materials, or different parameters on the test. And so we're going to pull all of that data into one plot so that we can plot all those samples against one another and make some comparisons. So this video is just going to show you how to grab the data from those different sets and have multiple plots shown on one graph. So again, I'm going to start from my one stress strain plot and just create a copy of it. And then once I create a copy of it, I'm going to move the chart into an object in its own sheet. So I right click, copy, paste, and then I'm going to move chart into new sheet. Once I got it in a new sheet, I'm just going to reformat some of the titles and the names and stuff. So that's all I'm doing in this segment of the video. Now I'm ready to add data. So again, I'll right click, select data, and I'm going to choose the data from another sample. So I'm going to add another data range, and then where I grab that data, I'm going to grab it from a different sample. Now in this case, I'm going to pull it from the steel rebar sample. So I'll name it accordingly along with its initial diameter. And then I'm going to go to that sheet at the bottom to grab my X and Y data. I do want to point out that when this particular sample was exported from the UTM software, that the displacement was exported in millimeters and the force was exported in kilonewtons. So in order to get this data and all the other samples to match, I went ahead and I converted the force over from kilonewtons into kips, and then was able to do my calculations for stress in terms of KSI, just like I did for the previous brass sample. Now the strain I left in millimeters per millimeters. We know strain is unitless, so I went ahead and just left that calculation as is, so that just divided the displacement in millimeters by the initial length in millimeters, and that gave me the strain. But you could also opt to convert your displacement to inches first before doing that calculation. Now I have the data for two samples on one plot. I will go ahead and do this for the other samples to get all 4 samples, or however many samples you have, onto one plot. And then you can make some comparisons between the data and make some observations as well as draw conclusions. Hope this helped you along in this experiment and the subsequent reduction of the data. And I look forward to seeing your results.